Tradies, avoid this Christmas pitfall. Just like the Christmas cash crunch I spoke about the other day, which is quite hard to say, this comes with depressing regularity. It's when your customers pile pressure on you to do loads of extra work or to hurry up in the run up to Christmas. It comes in various forms. It needs finishing by Christmas because whatever we're opening, we've got a party, we've got a deadline of some kind, we've got guests coming, we want to move back in. It needs to be at X stage, lock-up stage, or with the roof on or something, by the break, so it's safe and we can all go and have a rest. Or the schedule says we need to be up to here, but we're late, so we need to catch up before we have the break. Right? All the pressure comes in all sorts of forms, does it not? Right? And I'm talking about pressure to cram loads of extra work into the last few weeks to meet some goal, deadline, something that comes from your customer. And I mean residential customers, I mean builders, and I mean businesses. It comes for reasons that will help them, not so much you, but it usually means pressure on you, or it means cost on you. Right? It means pressure because they apply it to you and you feel it, of course you do. And it means cost because if you're paying people overtime to do this extra work, that's going to affect your margins, it's going to affect your profitability in this period up to Christmas. Costs because messing with your schedule causes inefficiency, which means you don't get to make as much money. If you're on fixed price, it makes a big difference. Cost because you running around like a mad thing trying to accommodate all this and make everybody happy and do all the inefficient type of work means, one, you're stressed, of course, but also you're missing out on the opportunities that you should be spending that time on. So you have opportunity cost as well. And it's usually not fair. It's not your fault, it's not your problem, it's not you that caused this. It was weather, it was other delays, it was people changing their minds, it was, the fact that projects generally take longer than you think, that's a thing, and suddenly everyone wants to hurry it up. Right, and what they'll do is they'll push it onto you and expect you to take the hit. And here's the pitfall. You'll feel the pressure, you might cave into the pressure, you might take the hit and do it for the sake of the relationship because you're scared of upsetting people, you're scared of losing work. They generally make you feel like you have to, or perhaps worse, you'll do it to keep them happy and not really pay attention to the financial hit you're taking. You just know it's kind of part of Christmas, everyone gets stressed, and you're stressed and you deal with it, and you make less money than you would like to, and you just it up. I don't think you should do that. Hopefully, nowadays, you're behaving more like a business person and less like a tradie because you've been watching my stuff perhaps, right? Hopefully, you understand and recognize that it's your job not to do whatever your customers tell you to do or tell you is important or tell you is their priority, but to make sure all the work you do is profitable. That's your job now, remember? And this means making sure that any changes to the scope of a job, which includes changes to the scheduling, any changes to the scope of a job are a variation, which means you need to go raise a variation when the scope changes, get them to approve the additional cost, or say, no, I won't be doing it differently. I know it's difficult, I know it's challenging, but this is your job now. Your job is to stand up for yourself. Your job is to run your business profitably, to manage your customers and their expectations and their demands properly and appropriately. And you do it because you know your numbers, you know your profitability, you know what effect changing the scope and being given a hurry up is going to have on your costs, and you know that means it needs to have an effect on their costs. Otherwise, you'll suffer. It only upsets them, and it's only difficult for you the first time. They get used to it pretty quick because they know they're taking the piss, really. Now, this is what business coaching is about. Of course it is, right? It's helping you understand business. It's helping you get confident in business so you can stand up to people when they're unreasonable without feeling scared or unsure or uncertain or whatever, because you've learnt your stuff. You know your numbers. You understand what's going on. You understand what the rules of business are and your business. You understand that you need to be profitable on all your jobs. I keep saying that. If you want me to help you with that, or you want to look at business coaching, get in touch. See ya.